Alright guys, if you're just joining, this is Frankie. We're out at Centennial Park and the Clydesdales are here, and this will run from 6 until 8 o'clock. So you get a shot of them up there. There they are. The Clydesdales will go down Venice Avenue, so you got about, I think you got like 20 minutes to get down here. I'll try to get a little bit closer to these guys. They haven't come out yet. You still got a lot of time to get down here. Check out the Clydesdales. There's where they got all their harnesses inside there. And then this is the carriage. Got a few people here. They actually go down Venice Avenue, and I think that starts at 6. And then you can see a site. Want to know who? So we'll walk down one more time, and I'll try to get a little bit closer to them. Oh, they're gonna start taking the horses out down here, so we'll go down there. You got a few of the radio stations or news stations that are here. There's the butt. Alright, so we'll watch them take them down over here. Oh, they're not doing it just yet. So they're getting the tracks ready to bring them down. Yeah, you agree with me? Are you ready to get out of there, buddy? You are? Okay. Is that a yes?
Oh wow, actually see you in person.
Yeah. How's it going, Frankie?
Jeffrey Frayer.
Oh, okay. I was just talking to him, man. I was just talking to him, man, saying, ask him a question. He's like, yeah, up and down. Ingenious.
Yeah, you're on my Facebook feed every fucking day, 3 or 4 times. Of course, I know who you are.
Yeah, it's
I'm a smart ass on your page doing the same thing.
Are you? There's a few of those on there from what I've heard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, fun. Some of the things that happen in this town, you gotta have fun.
Alright, so we'll get them as they come down. Any questions? Is it raining? No, it's not raining here. It did rain earlier, but it looks pretty good now. I think we're done with the rain here on the island. Parking's going to be at a premium though, so if you are going to come, you may want to plan for walking very quick once you find parking. You know where a good place is? Over on, God, what street is that? Nokomis in Miami, that gas station there. It's empty. Or Pineapples, the old Pineapples. Oh, here comes one. Let's go down and see this guy. All right. These things are huge.
guys so much for coming out. All of you who just recently joined, thank you so much. My name is Tom. If you have any questions whatsoever during this presentation, feel free to give me a shout, raise a hand. Be happy to answer any golf questions for you guys today. This first Clydesdale here, his name is Bud. Bud comes in at about 18 hands.
The first one is
3
Bud.
inches tall, tipping the scales right around 2,300.
The Bud is the one they're brushing right now.
These big boys are going to be in that wheel position. He's going to take that right wheel position closest to the wagon. He's going to have more of a brooding job to do. Therefore, we're going to play to his strengths, his literal strengths. He can move over 2.5 times his body weight with ease. With that being said, when we put on that custom fitted 130 pounds of harness, he's going to make light work of that. It's going to feel like a small children's backpack on an adult.
What's the second one's name? Let me get the second one's name. We know Bud. What's the second horse's name?
Oh, that's going to be Donnie.
Donnie.
So a lot of people are very curious, where are we based? This is indeed the St. Louis team, based out of the original brewery downtown St. Louis, Missouri. These guys stay in that historic landmark, that original wheelhouse.
I'm not sure if you guys can hear him, but he's giving a little bit of history of
iron
him.
gilding on all the stalls. It's an absolute marvel. If you've never seen or heard of it, I do encourage you, make that Google search, and then go ahead and book your trip, because I'm sure you'll fall in love.
I'm not sure if you guys can hear him, but he was talking about how they're out of St. Louis.
Beg your pardon?
I'm talking to the live.
I can stand right here.
Alright, they're gonna unload the others in a few seconds, guys. It's almost like being here, isn't it? See, lucky for you guys, I have to go get pizza. They take pretty good care of these guys. Look at him wiping his mouth down, brushing them. I don't want to get any kids' ways. Yes, live in Venice. Venice, Florida, that is.
Love you, Linda.
I wonder when they're going to get the other ones
Joining Bud
on.
today in that wheel position.
It takes a while
is
to
going
put
be
those things
Donnie.
on them, the harnesses.
Donnie 2 comes in about 18 hands, 3 inches tall.
So
Tipping the scales
Donnie's
around that
18 hands, 3,
2,300-pound mark.
whatever the hell he said.
A lot of people will have a very common question of, what is a hand?
What is a hand? That's
It's
a
a
good
good way
question.
to ask the question, notify somebody, say hello. It's also a unit of measurement. We're going to be measuring in hands, starting at the top of the hoof, straight up that leg to the withers, that shoulder blade area where you can see that harness resting. Each hand is equal to 4 inches, and you'll measure it sideways, knuckle over knuckle.
They're on the island from 6 to 8 for that question. Yes, we'll rain until 8.
A very common question is, how old are these guys? These guys are going to come in about 8 years of age.
They're 8 years.
Keep in mind, we will have guys ranging from 5 all the way to 11 years. 5 being the earliest that it can be out on the road due to the immense amount of training.
Now they got to harness up Donnie. Bud is going up against the, wherever the heck that is. Yes, downtown, Danny. Or were you stating that it's downtown? Either way, good job. Look at that harness, man. That thing's huge. Look how good care they take care of them. And you gotta love the bow on the tail there. Look at that.
Some of you guys want to know about those retired horses. Where do they go? Well, when they retire, they will go back to one of our own farms. So that way they can enjoy those pastures that they are accustomed to calling a home. Enjoy being around those friends and family that they grew up with. Those friends they traveled the road with. So they'll go back to one of our farms like Grant's Farm. Maybe they'll go back to the brewery to retire and spend some time there. Or they can go out to Warm Springs Ranch, our breeding farm. After all, it is over 400 acres. If you are curious about that breeding farm and retirement home, you can check it out online at warmspringsranch.com.
warmspringsranch.com to check it out.
As well for you guys
The
if you are
retirement home.
wanting to take a look at that.
So Donnie's getting suited up. Okay, all right, cool.
A very common question a lot of people have. Some people don't ask it until later, so I'm going to answer it for you now. What do the Budweiser horses, these Clydesdales, have to do with that Budweiser beer? Well, the world-renowned Budweiser Clydesdales are truly world-renowned. But when did it start? Where does it all begin? Well, April 7th, 1933. If it sounds familiar, that is because it is the repeal of Prohibition. On that date, the first team of Clydesdales were gifted to August Busch Sr. from his son, August Busch Jr. Immediately, that team was hitched up, that wagon loaded as full as it could be with beer, and they marched downtown St. Louis, Missouri on Rosie Street, getting that beer to those bars, reopening them, and rewarding them for having faith in that American dream and staying positive and keeping pushing, battling on that front, and getting Prohibition repealed. And that was August's way of saying thank you. After all, he too was chasing that American dream, producing the greatest beer of all time, the king of beers,
There goes Donnie.
American lager, Budweiser.
Donnie's strung his stuff. Look at him. I think there's a total of 4 of these guys. You know what I just noticed? The flowers on top of the mane. You guys see that? Sorry if you're right. I can't see it too clear right now. I can't see what you guys are writing. Sorry, it's too dark and I don't have my glasses, which adds to it. So you got the flowers on top of the mane. What a view. That thing's huge. Wouldn't be too funny if you kicked me, would it? And then look at those harnesses, man. I think there's going to be a total of...
So getting that harness on him right now is going to be Rocco. Rocco comes in at about 18 hands, 2 inches tall, tipping the scales around 2,200 pounds. That 2,200 pounds you'll hear me say about on their weights, this has to do with their monumental diets. These giants have giant appetites after all. They were going to eat about 50 pounds of hay, 50 pounds of hay, 5 quarts of custom blended grain, which will come in at about 1,900 calories per quart. And they'll wash that all down with about 30 to 40 gallons of water a day. That is the diet for one Clydesdale, and we travel 10.
Okay, so
Today you will see 8 hitched up to this wagon. After all, that is the iconic number. This is what we've always been doing, what we'll always continue to do.
So if you're not here yet,
The other 2
they
are
have
enjoying
to
a day off. We will rotate that schedule.
they have
in
to
and out,
hook up
letting these
another
guys
6 of
get days
these, so
off,
you still got
so they
time,
can all
and then they're
relax,
going to take them down
all
Venice Avenue.
get a chance to come out, play, and
Look
show
how
off.
well maintained
You will
they are.
see
They wipe
truly
on their
enjoy this
face.
sport. This is their favorite activity to do.
They're playing the Budweiser tune.
It's a great song.
old Rocco.
All right, step back to your left quick.
All right, so we're hooking Rocco up now, and there's going to be a total of 8 of these guys. Rocco looks a lot bigger than the other 2. A lot of kids here, checking them out. Look at all the kids. They're having a good time, man. Look, this girl's in awe. She's like, wow, look at that. Expand. Sorry, I'm out in your way. They're doing a little bit of grooming, so we're gonna find out who this guy is. Now, this is one of those times where you wish you would have brought your glasses. Let's watch them as they come down. They're going down to get another one down here. All right, we're gonna watch them as they bring them down. Sorry guys, the sun's too bright, my screen's too dark, so I can't read any of your comments. There he is. Look at that, styling and profiling. He doesn't have a ribbon on the tail though. Do they do it over there?
You want that thing tied to your tail all day long?
Good point.
Make him look any prettier? Oh, sorry.
So getting all this artist put on right behind me here is going to be Denver. Denver.
All right, so they're doing Denver right now. He's 18 hands. 2,200 pounds. I guess.
Going to take in that left side.
I guess he eats a lot of that hay, huh? 50 pounds a day, 30 gallons of water. Let's see how they're looking over here. See how close you can get to him? Hey, buddy. I think that's Donnie, right? That's Rocco. Is Donnie over there? Gotta like a good Italian name.
Oh, okay.
One of you guys have a question asking about how many teams there are. There are 3 traveling teams. Each team consists of 1 Dalmatian, 16 little
All right, let's see him hook this last one.
and 10 Woodman.
Now, after these 4 are hooked up, they're going to add on that rail right there, and they're going to add another 4.
The largest registered herd of Clydesdales in North America.
I can see a little better maybe now.
100 head.
Now I can't see because of my glasses. Before it was the sun. Now it's the lack of glasses. Look at the kids, man. They're excited. I wish there were more kids here. There's a few.
about 18 hands, 1 inch tall. Typically scales around 2,100 pounds.
2,100 pounds.
He's going to take in that right swing position. He's just going to be wearing that custom fitted handmade harness. Like I mentioned, it weighs in 130 pounds.
Wow, that harness is 130
So they're going
pounds.
to wear that 130 pounds of harness. They're also equipped with steel shoes. Each shoe is going to come in about 5 pounds of steel in itself. If you were to stretch that shoe back out straight, it's going to be 22 inches long. So that's 20 pounds of steel, 130 pounds of leather and brass. And that's what they're going to be wearing just so they can do the job of pulling that original 1903 Studebaker wagon. That wagon has a lot of history behind it. It has delivered more beers than I could possibly imagine. After all, it is an original 1903. And it does weigh in at 7,000 pounds. And it has a towing capacity of 10 tons.
Wow. There you go. That thing's from 1903. That's a lot of beer they probably. Now, in 1903, we still had Prohibition. Now, were they pulling beer then? That's the question. This guy's preparing for the last 4. Large crowd. I'm trying. Oh, you want it? Like, I better get out of his way. Show that to Ron. He'll love it. All right, so we're putting on the 5th one, and after that we have 3 more to go. Styling and profiling. Look at them. Can you imagine 50 pounds of hay per horse, 30 gallons of water? I love the
weighing about 2,100 pounds. Joining me today in that same position is going to be Roger. Roger's back here where you can get that harness.
Okay, so that's Roger over there.
Right around the same size and weight, about 18 hands, 1 inch tall, right around 2,100 pounds.
So he's about 2,100 pounds, 18 hands, 1 inch. Roger.
It's not easy to hit them either.
And you got to know.
My wife is probably wondering where I am with the pizza that she sent me for, and I decided to stop by here after forgetting about it and seeing it. So Lisa, if you're watching, I might be a little late with that pizza. There's Roger. Roger's quite the stud.
So a lot of you guys want to know those finite numbers of how much does it cost to feed them, and quite frankly, I can't count that high. So they are going to eat 50 pounds of hay in a day. Let me tell you a little more about that hay. All of our hay comes off of one field grown exclusively just for the Budweiser Clydesdales. And once it is harvested and baled, it is going to be shipped out to us immediately, making sure we always have the same exact hay, the same exact freshness off the same exact field. Anywhere in the nation we go, it is shipped out to us on the road, including our guys back at the farm. Those guys and gals back home are eating the same exact hay as well. It is extremely nutrient dense, and this is why we use Stanley Farms that we paired with out in Ohio. Now to top that off, they are going to eat that 5 quarts of custom blended grain. That grain is custom blended to each horse. They all have their own diets after all. We're all a little bit different. We all have little different metabolisms. Same for these giants. So they are going to have custom blended grains per each horse. Well, in order to blend that custom for each one, we have to have a team of nutritional scientists. And you get the picture here. There's a lot behind the scenes that goes on, making sure everything is perfect for the Clydesdales. After all, we have to have a perfect performance when we come out to places like this and we see all these smiling faces.
See, I would have thought you'd just go buy a bale of hay and some grain and you're set. Who would have thought?
One more time, making his way down to the wagon right now is going to be Roger.
Look at Roger
At
starting
18
his
hands,
stuff.
1 inch tall, tipping the scales around 2,100 pounds.
Roger's pretty cocky. Now here's someone. I love how they wipe him down.
He stands about 18 hands tall. He's going to be considered a smaller Clydesdale on our behalf. We're going to use a little bit shorter guy up front. If you haven't noticed, each one gets about an inch shorter and about 100 pounds lighter. This means everybody can do their job to the best of their natural ability. The biggest, most brooding guys are in the back where they have the brunt of that weight. Like I mentioned, that wagon comes in at 7,000 pounds. Those 2 horses alone can move it. They are that strong. And as we get up in line, we have to do less pushing of the weight and more pulling for steering. So we're going to want the guys to be a little bit shorter and a little bit lighter on their feet with a little more quickness to their step, so to speak.
Who would have thought? More kids. There's Aaron. Strutting down. I'm gonna get it when I'm done, you guys. I'll get a picture of them, or I'll try to. But the Gondo guy's here, the son, and he's getting some good ones, so they'll have it in Saturday's paper. Also, the City of Venice is here, and they'll get some too. That I'll share tomorrow. Plumber's butt. All right, they're gonna harness that big boy up. Let's go check them out over here. See how they're coming along. I'm gonna know this song by heart, I think, by the time this is done. Look at the kids excited for the horses. I have a press pass, dude. Want to grab some pictures for me?
Yeah, I do.
You can come up here. I'll hang with you. How come Ron didn't get you, man? He's got some other ones. All right, so Hutchinson's here. I share his photos all the time. He's snagging some quick shots. That's him. If you guys ever wonder, I share his pictures all the time. Share. You got the right shatter?
I got two. Do I have the right what?
Yeah, shatter. You said it was getting.
Oh, yeah.
You shouldn't get messed with.
Hi. Good. How are you?
So,
All right, so we have one more horse. Where's the MC dude? He's over there.
You show up for this. Our board meeting.
All right, Alright guys, you're going to take off down Venice Avenue in a few minutes. And you're going to see this whole crowd just shift. I don't think I'm going to hang for the parade because I really got to get that pizza my wife sent me out for, and she's probably cursing me right now. And I don't know if she's on here because I can't see names. Again, Lisa, sorry.
What's that? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I've seen it in the Dalmatian guide. Hopefully that out of the break.
Alright, they're putting the harness on the last one.
And we live right. I got
Are they going down there?
They're going to come out the park, come down Venice Avenue this way, turn around at Harbor, go back up Miami Avenue, come across Conus, down Tampa, and then back into the park. I'm hitting all three avenues.
Alright, are they going to stop here?
Yeah, they're going to come back.
You should have said that.
Sorry.
Or do that again. This is Aaron with Main Street.
Hi, thank you.
So they know where the horses are going.
Absolutely. So they're going to leave out of Centennial Park towards Nokomis Avenue, go down Venice Avenue, and turn around on Harbor, go back up Miami Avenue, turn left on Nokomis, all the way to Tampa Avenue, and they're going to come back down towards the fountains and come back into Centennial Park.
Our kids going to be able to get close to them, do you know?
I don't know how close. This is probably as close as you could get, but after they're done, you'll be able to come see them.
All right.
And take pictures.
And take pictures and all that good
Yeah.
stuff. So, and it's definitely till 8.
Yeah, they'll be here till 8.
All right, so you guys got a lot of time. If you hustle down here, Venice is pretty small. You'll be able to catch them as they're going down Venice Avenue. And remember, they're coming back up Tampa, and then they're going to turn into Centennial. So you got a lot of time, folks. Get in that car. All right, we're harnessing up the last one. And he's a beaut.
And our last Clydesdale here, hitching up, is going to be Sparky. Sparky is our oldest one here, for all those who are asking who is the oldest one. He's going to come in about 18 hands tall, tip of the scale is around a cool 2,000. So, like I mentioned, our guys up front are coming at 2,000 pounds.
We're gonna try taking
We're going to get
pictures
bigger
of
as we go back all the way up to 2,300 pounds. Each one of these guys with the ability to move 2.5 times their body weight, they can make lightweight of that 7,000 pound wagon. But it will get a little bit heavier as we do have 3 more members to join this team. Of course, those 2 drivers clad in that iconic white and green uniform. And of course, who else do we have up there? Yes, ma'am, indeed, Clyde, our Dalmatian, will be out. He is the last guy up there. He wears a custom fitted martingale just like our lead Clydesdales. Our lead Dalmatian wears one too.
Alright, that picture didn't take. I want to see the guy that is sitting up top. Once we see him, then I'll probably end this.
For those of you asking where exactly the parade route is going to be, we are going to be coming out of this parking lot and making our way onto Venice Avenue. We're going to make our way down Venice onto Harbor. And then after Harbor, we're going to make another left onto Miami. We're going to go down Miami to, give me 1 second here. I'm from St. Louis. I'm gonna call it Nokomis. Dark, I did it right. All right, so we're gonna come on from Nokomis, make our way around to Tampa Avenue, and come on back through. So it's a good little parade route. Do encourage you guys to either A, stick around, or B, find a spot on that parade route.
Once the guy comes here that's going to be sitting up there, I'll get a shot of that and we'll take off. Again, you still have time to get here. They're here till 8 o'clock.
If you think of any questions while we're gone, I promise
Adam Hutchinson is here. He shares his photos with me all the time. So once he gets them, he's got a black room and everything. Once he gets them done, I'll share those. You know what? It was probably a bad idea to wear work boots and jeans out here because I'm sweating my butt off. And where's the guy? Alright, I think what I'm going to do is just one more stroke.
It is a nice warm day. If you guys do happen by chance to decide an ice cold Budweiser sounds perfect with dinner, I don't blame you. I'll probably see you around. Please, do encourage you, have one for me. Also, please, drink responsibly.
Oh, look at the dog.
I promise, Clyde is here. There he is, down by the truck.
All right, Clyde is here. That's who we've been waiting for. Let's walk down by the truck and see where old Clyde is. If you're wondering who Clyde is, Clyde's going to be the one that takes the carriage.
So at this point, I generally to say a couple of thank yous.
I think
So I
he's
want to say
down here.
thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts at Budweiser, especially the Budweiser Clydesdale.
I don't see him down there.
To all of our veterans. Thank you for all of your service, current, past, and present. I want to extend some more thank yous. Thank you to all of our local law enforcement. Thank you to our firefighters, our paramedics so much, especially during these past week. It's been tough down here for you guys. Especially, thank you so much to all of those first responders, keeping everyone safe and making sure everybody was okay during that awful hurricane. Thank you so much for all of you guys taking those precautions. And thank you so much for being here today.
think what I'm gonna do, guys, is go get my pizza, and then my pizza's right here where they're basically walking, and then I'll come out and do a live shot as I'm sitting there waiting on my pizza, maybe.
So we're going to tear down these speakers because we'll be heading out here in just a few moments. One time, thank you guys so much for coming out.
All right, so they're getting ready to head out, guys.
Hey, everybody. If I can have you back up a bit to the rear of my vehicle, I will have to follow the end of the horse, and I would like not to run anyone over. I would be nice.
It's not today.
Not today.
All right, guys, I'm done. I'll try to get them as I'm coming out for my pizza. Everybody have a good day.